Hi Ruronis, this is your pal, Ruroni K95 here. So today I'm going to do a new DVD update. This time I'm going to show you the movies on Blu-ray. Because before we get to the Blu-rays, I'll show you movies that I have on Blu-ray so far. Let me have quick thoughts about my first DVD update video. When I first did my DVD update, I don't know if I can call this Ruroni K95's DVD updates, like the first video. Because the second one that I did, where I showed you my DVDs that I bought from the book sale, I don't know if I can call this, but that was just a guess. But I decided to do, but that was just a little introduction thing, I believe. That sounds a little better, a little introduction. But when I did my DVD collection, not my DVD update, where I show you my DVDs that I bought from the book sale, that got me get back into the DVD updates. So let's start off with the Blu-rays first. The next I have is The Road Warrior, which is the George Miller classic from Mad Max, because this is like a sequel to Mad Max, because in one of those action post-apocalyptic movies, because The Road Warrior is basically a full-throttle epic of speed and carnage that rockets you into a dreamlike landscape where the new post-nuclear future meets the mythical logical past. More simply, is one of the most blowing stunt film movies ever made. Before he took the aim in all four Lethal Weapon movies with Danny Glover, and starred in 1994's Maverick, Mel Gibson had already made his mark on the history as Max, the heroic loner who drives the roads in outback Australia, is an unending search for gasoline. But arrayed against him and the other scraggly defenders of the fuel depot encampment are the bizarre warriors commanded by the humongous notorious for never taking prisoners. When they can pulverize them instead, when the battle is joined, the results are savage and spectacular, and a smashing good the time at the movies. This is how it got great. Hold on a second, because while I still talk about my movies that I have on Blu-ray. Sorry about that, guys. So, the cool thing about Mad Max The Road Warrior that I have is that this is probably a good classic film from George Miller. Because I need to get Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome and Mad Max Fury Road and the first Mad Max movie, so I can start a movie marathon to watch. The next I have is Heavy Metal, because anybody say, oh, because this is based on the fantastical illustrated magazine Heavy Metal. Producer Ivan Reitman enlists the help of some of the Hollywood's animation masters to create the overworldly tale of a glowing green orb from outer space that spreads destruction throughout the galaxy. Only when encountered its true enemy, to whom it exactly drawn, will goodness prevail of the universe. Richly and lavishly done, the vigilance of the orb's dark victories, including the character voices John Candy, Harold Ramis, and its propounding soundtrack by Black Sabbath, Blue Oyster Cult, Cheap Trick, Devo, Donald Fagen, Don Felder, Grand Funk Railroad, Sammy Hagar, Journey, Nazareth, Stevie Nicks, Riggs, and Trust. I mean, this is a great movie from the 80s. This came out within 2 years before they made Rock and Roll, but Heavy Metal is basically directed by Ivan Reitman, because there's only like different story segments and all. Unlike Heavy Metal 2000, it's not an anthology film, but the original Heavy Metal is an anthology film, because I know this movie Heavy Metal came out in 1981, because you gotta love this classic. The next I have is The Last Unicorn, and people say I haven't reviewed this movie, but Oh, because this one I have is the Enchanted Edition from on DVD Blu-ray combo from Shout Factory, because it's about the story of, upon hearing that she is the last of her kind on Earth, a unicorn goes in search of others like her, and her quest won't be easy as it leads to the evil King Haggard and his infamous Red Bull, and the journey is made even more complicated when, to protect her from the envious wrath of Haggard, a spell is to cast the unicorn into Lady Amalthea, a beautiful young woman, but as this new body comes thoughts and feelings, such as love for Haggard's son, Prince Lear. Will Amalthea get lost inside this new body? Will she meet the fate of the other unicorns? Or will she be able to defeat Haggard and his Red Bull and the other with the aid of her friends, Schmendrick the bumbling magician, and Molly Groove? This movie's directed by Arthur Rankin Jr. and Jules Bass, did those Christmas specials, but The Last Unicorn is a classic. Oh, the music is done by America, and this was animated in Japan by Topcraft, which Hayao Miyazaki had a lot to do with the company Topcraft before it was Studio Ghibli nowadays. But this movie is done by, has the production for ITC Entertainment. This movie did feature Alan Arkin, Mia Farrow, Christopher Lee, Keenan Wynn, Paul Frees, Tammy Grimes, Robert Klein, Angela Lansbury, and Jeff Bridges in this movie. The songs in this movie were performed by America, and it's based on the classic story novel by Hugo Award winner Peter S. Beagle. Because I know this is on a DVD Blu-ray combo from Shout Factory, because it's the one I got at a book sale. I also have the other edition from DVD. The next I have is Blade Runner, the final cut, because this is done by Ridley Scott, and this did feature Harrison Ford and Rutger Hauer, because this is in its futuristic vision perfected in 1080 point high def, if it's influential masterpiece. There's an introduction by director Ridley Scott, and it has 3 filmmaker commentaries with Ridley Scott and other ones as well. Because this takes place in a futuristic setting in the movie Blade Runner, because we all know this movie came out in 1982, because this is the best sci-fi film from the 80s, because we all know that this movie is about, in a signature role as the 21st century detective Rick Deckard, in this sci-fi noir type movie, which Blade Runner is, because you gotta love this movie Blade Runner, because I'm gonna plan on getting the 5-disc set of Blade Runner as well. The next one I have is Serenity, because the action-packed adventure Serenity continues. I mean, this one was created by Josh Whedon, who did Angel, Firefly, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is the movie directed by Barry Mendel. This is one of those movies that I haven't watched yet. I don't know why, because I didn't watch him yet, but I'd say it's for later. It's one of those movies I can watch for later. The last one I have is Ladyhawke, that I have on Blu-ray, because we all know what this movie is. Ladyhawke is an enchanting tale of a lady and a knight and the pickpocket known as the Mouse. Once the knight and the lady were lovers, now the curse of an evil bishop keeps them always together, eternally apart. By day she is a hawk, by night he is a wolf. To end the evil spell, the knight vows to break into the bishop's stronghold with the help from the Mouse. This movie was directed by Richard Donner and photography by Academy Award winner Vittorio Storaro. Ladyhawke is the most congregational spot for the happy ever aftering since Camelot, from Rita Kempley at the Washington Post. This movie is basically features Matthew Broderick, Michelle Pfeiffer, Rutger Hauer, Leo McKern, Ken Hutchison, Alfred Molina, John Wood in this movie. because this, you gotta love this classic. Because this is from this is a Warner Archive release. If you, because you know what this movie is, because I did a movie review on it. So this covers up my DVD update. That's gonna be it for my DVD update on the movies on Blu-ray. So you guys, thanks for watching. But before we go, here's my quick thoughts. I owned about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. I own about 6 movies on Blu-ray, which I forgot to mention. And if you like my DVD update, where I'm showing you on the movies that I have on Blu-ray so far, which this is a perfect way to start on your DVD collection your DVD update video. And I tell you how you know the movies, with my knowledge of how I got movies as well. Help subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description. Upload, share this video on your Twitter, Facebook. If you have Twitter and Facebook account, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please leave a comment on what movie did you like and which movie is the best as well. So be sure to click my subscribe button, become a subscriber to RoniK95. Feel free to join my channel, and then you click on my notifications bell button, read the updates on from my YouTube channel as well. If you don't want to if you miss any of these new updates that I have as well, that's it. So like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share any social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please leave a comment on this video. If you like this, please leave suggestions for my movie review. Probably some anime reviews as well. Even though it's my DVD review, be sure to click my subscribe button, become a subscriber to RoniK95 as well. So be sure to click so feel free to join my channel. So click on my notifications bell button if you miss any of those updates from my channel on YouTube as well. And that's it. So even though I have 6 movies I have on Blu-ray, I can pick some movies that I have from my movie collection for my DVD updates, just like I'm doing with my anime updates as well. Because today's Tuesday and tomorrow's going to be Wednesday. This is RoniK95 saying, I hope you like my DVD update. I show you the movies on Blu-ray as well. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next DVD update. And have a great night, because tomorrow's going to be Wednesday. This is RoniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching.